Go slow, go fast, go slow, go fast. But as Brendan said, you really got to sustain it for more than one lap, because a little nudge on the shoulder there, and as Edris comes through, as if to say, all right, this one's for real, guys. I did mention, Brendan, at the start of the program, you know, Edris has the same manager as Soy and Longasiwa. Everyone assumes it's always Kenya versus Ethiopia. Well, when you're on the circuit, it's not like that at all. And Edris just drifted to the front there, but nothing really happening. This is all just feeling each other out. It's like boxers dancing around each other in the early rounds, just slinging the odd punch, but not really going for it.
The only tactic that's emerged to me in this event is that Gebriwet has decided that he's going to follow Mo Farah every step of the way. So Gebriwet in the green vest of Ethiopia. Mo's moved up to third from the back, fifth from the back. He's moved up to fourth from the back. Mo's beginning to get moving on the outside, and Gebriwet's beginning to get moving on the outside. And Edris, his teammate, the young Ethiopian, not doing anything special at all. And the more the laps tick down, the more the pace stays slow. And Mo Farah now at the front, but he's not there for a reason other than to control the race and to keep it slow. 68 seconds, 2,000 meters gone. It's a 3,000 meter race.
And he likes to do this, doesn't it? This is familiar. He goes to the front in the early stages just to almost to remind everybody he's there. They've had a few little exchanges on the first few laps. He just comes and says, here I am, guys. The race hasn't started yet. I'm just going to slow it down a little bit. If you let me, they're letting him do exactly that. Gallant on the outside, Koech. And this is when, you know, when you get to the stature of somebody like Mo Farah, when you have other people worried about you, scared about what you can do, when you are the big name, when you're the Usain Bolt of your event, people allow you to do things they shouldn't allow you to do. And that's what they're doing here. They're letting him go to the front, slow it down.
But to stop him doing that, you need an awful lot of confidence in your own ability, and you need to measure your confidence against his confidence. But you know, it is tea time in England. He did tell us to sit back and relax, chill out, have a cup of tea. That was his message to people watching this event. Well, they're probably having a cup of tea, and the news is this race is going Mo Farah's way. The slower in the earlier stages, the better for Mo, even though, in my mind, if they made it really quick, it wouldn't trouble him too much. But 2,400 meters completed, a 69-second lap. So Mo's intention is pretty clear, and it was just to keep it slow, keep it steady, and let them worry about him.
Don't be surprised if Koech is the first to break. He's been near the front. You can see there's probably a game plan hatching in his mind, which is about, you know, 5 laps out, 4 laps out. He's looking at the scoreboard. It says 6 laps to go. Mo Farah on his inside. Soy just tucked on the inside as well. Edris is there. Longasiwa a little bit behind him. Lagat lurking now. And the two better Ethiopians just very close as well. Alamaru and Gebriwet. But there's a big... Well, of course there's a big pack because it's been so slow. Nobody tailed off at this point. And not long now, Brendan. There'll only be 2,000 meters to go.
This is brilliant for Mo Farah. Less than 6 laps to go for Mo Farah. And they've been running at 14 minutes and 10 pace. And I promise you, that is a lot slower than they run in training. And there he says, there you are. You can take it on if you want to. That's Koech of Kenya. The Australian running well alongside him, but you've got to be running well at this point.
So Koech just stretching it a little bit. Gallant of South Africa on Farah's shoulder. Lagat realizing that this might be it. 5 laps to go. Is this a bit of an attempt to wind things up from Koech? His head goes down a little bit, and if you are going to go, you've got to go hard. It can't be half-hearted. You cannot play at this. You've got to put your foot down. Trust in your fitness. Trust in your ability. Trust in your strength. So Koech starts to put his foot down. Everybody behind is realizing. Edris moves out very quickly to follow in behind him. Mo Farah right there, of course. Soy moving up. Longasiwa on the inside. So the Kenyans to the fore. Lagat now moving up for the USA. The other Ethiopian's been a little slower to respond. Let's see what this lap is. Well, that was a 62, but it really started it's been only about 300 meters of foot down.
I think that's right. And I think this is now an effort, because when it comes to 5 laps to go, if you're thinking about making a committed effort yourself, You can't go all the way, but you can go from 5 laps out. This is a distance where these men train 2,000-meter repetitions on the track. They know exactly what kind of pace to run at. He's trying to make a move. Here comes Galen Rupp on the outside, and as soon as Mo saw Galen, he decided that was time. 4 laps to go. This is where you can make brave energy and make brave efforts. Save your energy. Just settle down. Don't do too much yet. And it's about confidence. It's about not getting tripped, and there's a little bit of an incident there. We don't want any of that. We want a true run last couple of laps. It's going to be a fast last mile here, and Mo is absolutely in the right place.
And the next bit they'll want to try and do, if they can, is to rough him up a little bit, to try and get ahead of him, and that's what Alamaru did, but the others are sitting where they normally do, so he's very, very close to Mo Farah, and Mo's realising he's just got to be aware here and just keep himself on the outside. Galen Rupp, his partner's on the inside. It's not perhaps the best place to be at this point. Koech is already looking a bit tired. Alamaru relaxed. Gebrhiwet tucked in the pack, about 4 places behind Mo Farah, but Mo's got himself out here, and they know what he's going to try and do. When they get into the last 1,000 meters, Mo Farah will want to try and get to the front. You've all seen it yourselves. We've seen it. We know it. They know it too.
And Gebrhiwet knows it extremely well. He's following him beautifully. Mo Farah is in the right place. Less than 3 laps to go. Nothing's happened in this race at all, and now it begins to mount. The pace begins to pick up. 62 seconds for that last lap, and I'm getting more confident. There's some good talent around Mo Farah. There's some good sprinters amongst this lot, but confidence and the speed we've seen from Mo Farah. Bernard Lagat, the only man in this field who's ever run faster than 1,500 meters than Mo Farah, but he hasn't done it for a long, long time. Mo's done it so recently. There he is now, and it looks down the finishing straight.
Less than 1,000 meters to go. Alamaru leading, but he's only there because he wants to try and stop Mo Farah getting to the front. You can see what his tactic is. He's slowing it there, and look at this. As soon as Farah tries, he's going to try and hold him off. He tried to do this in Birmingham. Then we've got Soy in there behind, and look at Gebrhiwet. He's going to try and help his mate. Mo tries again, and Alamaru holds him off again. Now Gebrhiwet's right on his shoulder. Longasiwa's in there. Soy's just been blocked off a little bit behind Edris, the other Ethiopian. He's 5 meters behind Mo Farah, and the race is really on now.
This is an 800-meter race, and the thing about 800-meter races, you've got to choose your position, you've got to follow your tactics, and there goes Mo Farah. That's his first effort, and it's going to have to be enough. Now he's in the pole position. Now with 600 meters to go, this is where he likes to be, and his tactics from here are simply to hold off any attacks. Keep it steady. Keep a few bursts of speed available to you. Allow yourself to have the opportunity to sprint when you're challenged. And he's only got one tactic now. He's got to hold them up at every opportunity.
Farah leading. Alamaru is there. Longasiwa is there. Koech coming around the outside, goes past Soy. He won't be happy about that. Lagat is still there, the American. And Gebrhiwet in there. Koech now on the shoulder of Farah.
Well, the double Olympic champion is on his way to glory if he can just hold himself in the right place. Hold them off, Mo Farah. You've got to keep battling. You've got to respond at every time but you don't use it all in the back straight. Save some of it for the bend. Save some of it for the finishing straight itself. Mo's controlling this. He's not absolutely flat out yet. He's running and relaxing and coasting. He looks magnificent. He's got this chance.
Mo Farah with Koech on his shoulder. Longasiwa is there. Lagat within striking distance. Have any of them got the ammunition? Have any of them got the speed? Does anyone have the acceleration? Mo Farah working hard. He hasn't got this one yet. He's got to battle for this. He's sprinting for gold. He's running for greatness. Mo Farah is going to get there again. Farah wins it. Another incredible performance from Mo Farah. His 5th global title. That's a fistful of gold. That was hard. That was really, really hard. It's not getting any easier, but it's just as sweet. It's just as brilliant. And I, for one, will never get used to this. We are in special times, Brendan, with a special athlete.
We are in special times, Steve, with an outstanding athlete. After that victory tonight, you know, twice Olympic champion, 3 times world champion, you would have to say that Mo Farah, for my money, becomes the greatest athlete we've ever had in this country. And I think Paula Radcliffe is waiting upstairs. Paula, you must be so excited there watching Mo Farah. You've known him since he was a kid. You've helped him along the line. He put himself in the front and he just would not let them pass.
No, exactly. I mean, I'm so proud of him. I think he was probably the only person of all of us who throughout that race just totally believed and had confidence in what he was going to do, because there was a few times there when I was really worried. Once we got into the last 80 meters, then I was more relaxed. But here, he really had to work to get to where he wanted to be. He was controlling, but he wasn't exactly. Yeah, so no, it goes, and it just, Alamur just does not let him pass, and he has to work and work and work, and he manages to get there. And once he's in here, this is where he wanted to be, and this is where he wants to control. I'm not sure he wanted to be there just yet, but he had to work there to get there, and now it was all about just holding his position. But what I was worried about was Lagat sitting right there in danger zone, and very dangerous. Soy moving up here. Galen at this point is not able to help him any. He's just hanging on, trying to stay with them. And as they come into the last lap, this is what we talked about before. This is where Mo wanted to be and the position he needed to hold. But I was just very nervous about the people moving up around him. And Koech really tested him, and he had to work and work and work. And we'll see when we come into this, but this was a 55 lap. And he's just doing exactly what he planned to do and exactly what they knew he was going to do, but they weren't able to do anything about it. In the beginning, when they went to take out the lead, I thought they were going to keep doing that and keep doing more of a fartlek in testing, so that then he wouldn't know when they were going to go, but they didn't, and in the end they let him control it. They let him into his favourite position, and then from here it was all over, and he knows that. I think he's looking up here and he knows that he's got it at this point. I was still a little bit nervous. Soy was moving up, Lagat was still there, Koech has still got a little bit left, but from here now they know that they're beaten and they can't close him, and he's still looking around. He still knows that the dangers could come, but I think he knows that he had that sewn up from 100 metres to go and before that.
Gold medal, 13:26.98. No one will remember the winning time. Gebriwet took the silver medal, just pipping Koech on the line. There were others challenging, but the challenge never really amounted to anything. And so it was left yet again for Mo Farah to take the global title, his 5th in the last 2 years, since this time 2 years ago in Daegu.
The strongest 4 in the middle there, Alison Felix in 3, Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce, of course, in 4, Blessing Okagbare and Muriel Ahuri. Shawnee Miller, very talented young Bahamian. And the Americans loading the first 3 lanes there. Meter title at a World Championships, looking for her 9th World Championship gold overall. She has gathered a few in the relays as well, but Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce, a smile never far away from the lips. I think looking at her, she's a 100 metres runner. Surely she can't hang on against the taller, longer striding athletes such as Blessing Okagbare. But she does, and she's come through the heats in the semi-final very well. Okagbare slightly disappointing in the 100 metres. I knew she expected a little bit more. Silver medalist though in the long jump. And there is Muriel Ahuri, silver in the 100. Knows what it takes to beat Felix. Became the first person in 2 years to do so over 200 when she won in Rome in June. And Shawnee Miller, along with Antonique Strawn, the future of Bahamian women's sprinting is good. Strawn just missing out on a place in this final. But the 19-year-old Shawnee Miller came through well. And Maria Remyen, the Ukrainian fans, are about to make themselves heard again. So we have the Americans in lanes 1, 2 and 3 of Geneva Tarmo, Charonda Williams and Alison Felix. Muriel Ahuri going in lane 6. Okagbare there, Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce is the target for Alison Felix, just inside her. This is the event she owns. She could run well at 100. She could run well and has run well over 400, but this is her domain. Geneva Tarmo, Charonda Williams, Alison Felix, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Blessing Okagbari, Muriel Lahuri, Shawnee Miller and Maria Remyen. This is the final of the women's 200 metres. Away they go. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price always explodes out, and against the slow starting Blessing Okagbari, she is well up at the moment. The purple hair flying. Muriel Lahuri going well. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, and Alison Felix is down, stricken on the track, so it's left to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Can Lahuri get there? Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price for the line, for the title, for double gold. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price holds on. The victory is hers, 22.19. She is double gold medalist in the sprints here at the World Championships, but it came not the threat from Alison Felix. She was undone by injury, and she finishes on the bend, on the ground. But Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price still a worthy champion.
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price ran a storming bend along with Lahuri, but it's Alison Felix we were always watching to see what she was going to do, and she pulled up at around that 40-metre mark. Let's have a look. Alison in lane 3. She got a good start.